Hello everyone, this is Fantasy-esque, and welcome back to Vampire Clan in ClanGen, the Warrior Cats clan generator game. When we left off in the previous episode, we welcomed in our very first litter of vampire kittens. We had two sisters who are actually playing up in the leader's den right now. It was Moon 7 when we left off, it is now Moon 8, and their arrival is so special to us, especially with the war looming overhead with the vampire hunters. We have already lost one cat because of a heart attack from the stress of living in a time of war. And hopefully the other cats can do a lot better. We're also hoping for a litter from Pumpkin Tail and her rival, her love rival, who I can't see right now. Is he hiding somewhere? He must be in one of the dens. But Burnleaf. Burnleaf is the cat that she has been paired up with. Actually, Burnleaf might be hiding in the medicine cat den. I think I can see his paw and a little bit of his tail there. But yeah, they are competing for the love of Twilight Fade, who is in the clearing right now. Twilight Fade is not interested in either one of them. But these two cats, they have been able to put aside their differences during their first whispering session, but we'll have to see if it improves anymore. But okay guys, without further ado, let us dive first of all, I think in the leader's den to reinforce the fact that our hostilities are still very much alive. And then we are going to check out our events. So Vampire Clan cats reinforce the camp walls in anticipation of Gosma Clan attacks. So we are expecting attacks from the vampire hunters. The war with Gosma Clan is beginning to disrupt the daily lives of Vampire Clan, forcing them to adapt to new routines and living situations in order to better defend themselves. Burnleaf's running nose has finally stopped, and Pumpkin Tail wasn't looking where she was going and tripped over a small trunk, spraining her paw. So I guess this is going to be an opportunity for Pumpkin Tail to spend even more time with Burnleaf because he is the Nightstalker, he is responsible for the health of the vampires, and now that she's injured, she's probably going to be in the medicine cat den for a little bit. But also, I want to take a look at our kittens. So let's go ahead and see how they look now that they're 1 moon old. This is Songkit, guys, with her eyes opened up. She is so cute, but she looks like she has a black eye. She looks like someone gave her a black eye, but they're just an adorable patch. So she has retained her shyness, but she is a picky nest builder. And then we have her sister, Dusty Kit. Dusty Kit, she's still retained her noisiness, but she is constantly climbing. So I guess Dusty Kit definitely has the more extroverted personality. She likes getting out there exploring the ruins, whereas it feels as though her sister like staying indoors, like staying in her nest with her mother probably, and not really messing around with too many things. So that's an interesting dynamic between the two of them. But Dusty Kid looks really cute as well. The white in her fur is becoming a bit more apparent as she gets older. Very, very cute, but she definitely looks like she's like covered in dust, or she's been rolling around in the dust that we find in the ruins. And I'm not sure who my favorite kitten would be. I think I am very intrigued at this point by Songkit, because Songkit, like I said, looks so unique. It looks as though someone gave her a black eye, and her name is really different and pretty as well, so I think Songkit would have to be my favorite. Especially because, I mean, all the cats kind of look different to each other. Even Dusty Kit doesn't quite look like any of the other brown cats we have. But just, the combination of things with Songkit and the fact that she has a shy personality, she likes staying indoors, she's kind of adored by her father, Shivering Star, because she's like his opposite. I kind of like Songkit. Regardless though, we are going to have a princess, whether it is Songkit or her sister Dusty Kit. We are just, it seems guys, I think we are more female oriented in this particular clan, whereas in Royal Clan we're more male oriented because we just keep having princes and the females keep dying off. But okay, let's continue with the medicine cat den and see what's happening on that front. Burnleaf was given Poppy as treatment for running nose, and then his nose healed, and then Burnleaf gathered raspberry this moon. Okay, let's check out our relationships to see what's been happening here. Despite past disagreements, Honeybloom, Master Honeybloom, is kind to Bluejay in passing. Burnleaf and Quiet Flight chat about clan news. probably the attacks that they're expecting from the vampire hunters. So Gossamer clan. Burnleaf and Quiet Flight make each other laugh. Hazelpelt compliments Twilight Fade's name. Twilight Fade finds a bit of fluff that smells like Dusty Kit and adds it to his nest. A cloud parts over Shivering Star and Hazelpelt, shining a light on them. They interpret this as a sign that they're meant for great things soon. That's interesting. Typically when we have this, it's only between one of the older cats and a kitten. And we typically say that it means, the older cat and the kitten, they want each other as mentor and fledgling in the future. But this is between two of the older cats. I'm not entirely sure what this means. We'll have to keep an eye on both of them. Grandmaster Shivering Star. Wait, Hazelpelt is our Whisper, right? Yeah, he's our Whisper. Okay. Well, let's continue. Shivering Star, Grandmaster Shivering Star, had a disagreement with Blue Jay while on patrol earlier. A big bug keeps buzzing around Lightpaw and Dusty Kit. It is also Lightpaw's final moon as an apprentice, so she's going to be going through her final patrols. In the next episode, she is going to be a Mistwalker, so that's going to be exciting. Honeybloom scolds Lightpaw about something she did, but Lightpaw doesn't take her seriously. After completing a chore, Pumpkintail reports to Master Honeybloom. Pumpkintail and Dusty Kit nearly got in a bloody fight. If it weren't for the intervention of a clanmate, Pumpkintail! Why are you arguing with the kitten? She's a tiny little thing. I know she's noisy. She loves climbing all over the place, but why are you getting... You know what? But it's a bloody fight. I was gonna say, what if Pumpkintail was climbing somewhere and she sprained her paw, and because everyone views the kittens as so precious, she probably was telling Dusty Kit off for trying to climb somewhere dangerous because Dusty Kit likes climbing around and making lots of noise and exploring. And Dusty Kit wasn't listening to Pumpkintail and had a disagreement, and maybe Dusty Kit kind of said that Pumpkintail is boring and she's got old creaky bones and stuff, and Pumpkintail, who's shameless, maybe got a bit upset and irritated, and she was like, fine, you want something exciting? Let's do something exciting, and got into a fight with the kitten, but thankfully someone was there to break it up. Okay. Late at night, Pumpkintail finds Blue Jay sitting alone at the edge of camp. They go back to the dens without speaking. Quiet Flight learns some pelt grooming techniques from Twilight Fade, and tells Twilight Fade some of her own. So, former fledgling and mentor spending time together. Hazelpelt is motivated by Burnleaf's big smile. Hazelpelt is impressed by Lightpaw helping others today. So Hazelpelt, who was the former mentor of Lightpaw, she's now been trained by Twilight Fade, of course. Some kids had a spat with Lightpaw over a piece of prey on the fresh kill pile. And Grandmaster Shivering Star respects Dusty Kit's opinion despite disagreeing with it. Okay, maybe Grandmaster Shivering Star felt as though Dusty Kit shouldn't have gotten into a fight with Pumpkintail, because right now both Pumpkintail and Dusty Kit are very important to the clan. Dusty Kit, obviously, new blood, and with Pumpkintail, they don't want her to get distracted or anything injurious to happen to her because they're hoping for a litter from Pumpkintail, and she's already sprained her paw. So okay, that's what we have for events. Let me cut the recording here and we'll continue with the cat list. Okay, it is time for us to continue with the cat list. So first up, we have our loyalties, where there has been a little bit of a change. Now, among Grandmaster Shivering Star's loyalists, we have Pumpkintail and Lightpaw. Now, I think for Pumpkintail, it was probably the fact that Shivering Star kind of took her side in that fight between Pumpkintail and Dusty Kit, because we saw at the end of events, after the fight, he was having a disagreement with Dusty Kit about the way she was behaving with Pumpkintail and how dangerous certain parts of the ruins might be for a kitten as young as her. Maybe when she's a bit older, she'll be able to explore those places, but she should try and stick as close as possible to the nursery. So yeah, I think Pumpkintail appreciated that. And then for Lightpaw, this is her last moon as an apprentice, as a fledgling, and because she's going to become a Mistwalker in the next moon, and Shivering Star is going to be giving her a proper name, I think Lightpaw is trying to make an impression on Shivering Star and impress him, and so she has declared her loyalty to the clan leader. So that's what we have for loyalties. I did not notice anything for relationships that really stood out for me, so we don't need to go over any of that. What we will do is head to the Whisper Hazelpelt and see if he can try and do some whispering between Burnleaf and Pumpkintail. So let's go ahead and see whether or not these guys might continue, or like whether or not maybe they're getting along well in the Medicine Cat Den, because right now Burnleaf is most probably looking after Pumpkintail. So let's do our whispering. Okay, and Pumpkintail has become friends with Burnleaf, probably because she appreciates the attention and the care that he is giving to her wound, and in how comfortable he's trying to make her feel. Ooh, I love that. So yeah, she's become friends with him, but also the romance has gone up a little bit more. And Burnleaf, he doesn't mind doing all these kind of things for Pumpkintail and giving her the extra care, because the more time they spend with each other, the more sure he is becoming that out of all the options he could have had in the coven for his, own offspring, Pumpkintail is probably the best choice. So that's really nice. I'm glad they're getting along well with each other. So romance, respect, platonic-like comfort, trust has increased, jealousy and dislike have decreased. Okay, good to know. So let's go ahead and actually see what all the cats are doing for the day. Grandmaster Shivering Star recounts the gathering for Burnleaf and his patients. Okay, so it seems as though Shivering Star was concerned enough about Pumpkintail and Burnleaf, that particular pair, that he went to go visit them and drop in and just let them know what's been going on. Master Honeybloom is playing a prank on Songkit. Burnleaf took a nap out in the territory away from the others. I suppose sometimes he does need a bit of a break. Hazelpelt thinks Master Honeybloom is doing an alright job as a master, which is good. That's really good. Twilight Fade is drinking water from a nearby stream. Pumpkintail is fetching Master Honeybloom for another cat who is looking for her. Blue Jay is feeling sassy today. Quiet Flight leaps into a pile of fallen leaves. Lightpaw is worried Songkit is overworking herself. Songkit leaps into a pile of fallen leaves, so who are you playing with? Quiet Flight! Quiet Flight is playing with Songleaf, that's so cute. Oh, sorry, with Songkit. And Dusty Kit is telling on Hazelpelt for something Dusty Kit was told she couldn't do. I wonder if Hazelpelt, as the Whisper, is probably, taking some of the cats like deep down into the ruins, or even he could be trying to get up into high, dangerous, odd places, because I think Hazelpelt was trying to spend some time away to get away from the other cats, or I think maybe he was was it him? It was Burnleaf, wasn't it? I'm mixing it up. It was Burnleaf. It was Burnleaf who was getting away, but Hazelpelt, who knows? Maybe when you go down into the ruins, there's like dangerous spots where there's, gaps between the rocks and places they break off, and like little bridges between the tunnels you have to jump through. So the kittens are probably not allowed down in those deep dark crevices. And Blue Jay, who has been getting told off first by Pumpkintail and then her father to not go there, she probably noticed that Hazelpelt is doing all of that. So she's trying to tell on Hazelpelt, like, why is he going to those places where I'm not allowed to go? Dusty Kit. Dusty Kit. So much personality with Dusty Kit. But okay, that's all we have for the cat list. So let me cut the recording here and we'll continue with patrols. Okay, let's resume with our patrols and see what these guys are gonna come across while they're out and about. So currently we have 30.5 prey, we need 24.5, so we don't have to worry about food. But our clan is expecting attacks from Gossamer clan, so I'm a little bit worried about them, going out of the ruins and what they might come across. But let's send our Nightstalker to go gather his things first of all. So Burnleaf, let's send you out. He'd better take the opportunity to harvest while they can. Burnleaf doesn't have much time before many herbs will leave Vampire Clan's territory with the cold of Leaf Bear. Proceed. Leaf fall indicates the last of the catmint harvest, and Burnleaf works hard to bring some home before the plants wilt and lose their potency. So catmint was gathered, and then we're going to have a patrol of 5, and this is also the final patrol for Lightpaw. And then her mentor, Twilight Fade, is going to be sticking very close to her. We have Quiet Flight, Blue Jay, and Grandmaster, Shivering Star. So let's see what these guys get up to. Grandmaster Shivering Star looks down at the group as they have to try and teach, feeling doubtful. Camp maintenance isn't a glamorous topic, especially in the eyes of younger cats. Proceed. Lightpaw tries to derail Grandmaster Shivering Star and switch to fighting training instead, but Shivering Star asks, quick as an unsheathed claw, what's more important, the nursery or the warrior protecting it? The nursery, obviously. So Lightpaw nods, sits her rump down, and listens to Shivering Star explain how one helps weatherproof a kitten's den. Oh my goodness, I love that this is the topic they chose to focus on, not only because Shivering Star and the other cats are probably feeling a little bit nervous taking their fledgling too far away from the ruins, given that they're expecting an attack, but also some of our kittens, like Dusty Kit, has been creating quite the fuss in camp. And I feel like everyone is expending energy trying to contain Dusty Kit. And so I can kind of see why they would be trying to teach Lightpaw the way she can be more responsible towards the kittens and even help out with the nursery. And, the kitten's den, like maybe we should make the kitten's den more comfortable so that Dusty Kit actually stays inside with her sister. So I think that's pretty nice. But okay guys, that is all we managed to get up to today. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you all next time. Bye bye.